Pans. Today I wanted to share my introduction to the Pantastic Ladies Pan That Palette project of the year, and the theme this year is tiny pans. I had lots of fun last year with the panning solitaire theme, which was panning a single, a duo, then a trio, then a quad. That was lots of fun. I did end up giving up halfway through because, you know, it was 2020. Let's not keep reminding ourselves. But this year's challenge sounded fantastic, and that was tiny pans. And it was created by Sarah Tate. The idea is to either use up the whole palette of eyeshadows that are either the smallest grammage that you have or the smallest looking pans that you have. And it was killer. It was killer trying to narrow it down until I came to this guy, which is a recent acquisition. And the total weight of this entire 14 pan eyeshadow palette is 9.6 grams. It works out that each eyeshadow is 0.68 grams a piece. I'd say that's pretty tiny. So I think this is probably going to be achievable for me. This is the W7 Dusk Till Dawn palette. I picked this up pre-Christmas, around mid-November time. I've used it maybe a handful of times already, so it's still relatively new. And so these are the beautiful, beautiful shades. We have all mattes on the top and all shimmers on the bottom, and this is what they've called a pressed pigment palette. So the eyeshadows are quite pigmented. I like that it is a nice healthy balance between neutrals and vibrant colours. I mean, I know it has these like sort of orangey shades, but for me those are neutrals. I'm actually using this palette at the moment. I have this shade in my crease. It is called ayahuasca, I think it is. But yeah, and I'm also using the shade below it, the shimmery purple, which is called Mojave, I think, Mojave, Mojave. But as I say, I've only really used this a handful of times so far, so it hasn't had a great deal of usage prior to this project beginning. So I'm going to track my usage of all the eyeshadows. That's my going to be my thing this year. I'm going to be tracking usages. I want it to be analytical like everybody else and see if it actually helps me get anywhere. So yeah, this is the palette I'm going to be working on. Keep this short and sweet. I'm going to be working on the most vibrant shades first, just to try and get them used. So my plan of action is going to be to use up the most vibrant shades first. So that'll be the pink and the purple, or like the, you know, fuchsia, whatever you want to call it, pinky purple. So I'm going to try and focus on using up those two first. And then it'll basically just leave me with a very warm toned neutral palette, which will be easy to burn through as long as I keep using it. That is the key here. As long as I keep using it, it'll be fine. But with the size of the pans and the amount of grams in the shadows, I don't think it would take me too long to start hitting pan on things. In fact, I wouldn't be too surprised, especially in these lighter sort of transitional shades. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing pan in these in the first update. I know that is a big hope, a big assumption, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised. So we'll see what happens, and I'm looking forward to creating lots of looks with it, and looking forward to sharing my updates. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for Pantastic Ladies for hosting this this challenge again, and thank you to Sarah Tate for coming up with the idea of tiny pans. And I'm looking forward to watching everyone else's introduction and seeing what palettes they've pulled out of their collections to use, because it was a bit of a competition in my makeup collection. I narrowed it down to 13 palettes before I decided on this one, so it'll be interesting to see what other people decide to use. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.